Well, good morning everyone. We are actually on day 3 of cleaning out this freezer. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make the pie filling. I've made this pie filling probably 30 times on my channel, so I'm not going to go step by step. But we're going to go ahead and make this, and then I can say everything in that freezer has been preserved, and this project can finally be done after so many days. Alright, so I'm going to measure out 7 cups of water. I have my Berkey outside. Hi! So we're going to go ahead and measure up the 7 cups of water, and I'm just going to add everything together. Alright, so the recipe calls for 8 quarts of any kind of berry, 7 cups of water, 6 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of lemon juice, and 2 1/4 cup of clear gel. So clear gel is a modified cornstarch made for canning. It is not sure gel, it is clear gel. All we do is we add all this together, bring it to a boil till it gets thick, and then we add our berries. Once it is thick, you're going to add it to your quart jar, and you're going to add a 2-inch headspace, because this will boil up and become thick and becomes more volume in the jar. So make sure you have a 2 to 3-inch headspace. You want to always have a lot of headspace with this. And we're just going to can it in boiling water for about 20 minutes. That's it. So this is an easy recipe. You can use it for apples, any kind of berry, any kind of fruit. Strawberries, it's absolutely amazing. And this is just the universal recipe that I use for everything when it comes to pie fillings. This is great for in cobbler and also in cakes as well. Well, good morning everyone on a sunny, warm day, and we're supposed to get another heat wave. So I am working on a project today. I'm not sure exactly what all you'll see in this video. I may put more than one day in here. I have these collapsible baskets. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to organize my potting shed with them. And I probably will use the other one in my herbal little shop, my herbal house. So what we are doing today is I am going to harvest my onions. Now my onions didn't turn out the best, but they still did okay. But I'm going to harvest them and dry them into the herbal house, and that way they can dry really nice because it's dark and it's very warm in there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to harvest the onions first. But I just love these baskets. They're so nice for working because they're collapsible. I'm going to go ahead and fix up this stuff, but first let's go get the onions. So I have my large basket like this, and we're going to go out in the garden and we're going to harvest these onions. And I'm going to show you the unique way that I'm going to have them drying. I made my own drying rack that's way up on the rafters. All right, so we harvest them. Now let's go and cure them, and then that way they will stay good for all winter. Okay, so what you see is a screen, and then I have it hanging from the rafter. So we're gonna go ahead and put the onions up there. and then they can dry up on this screen. And then when they're all totally dry, then I can bring them in the house for long-term storage. Some of these onions are really nice size. I'm very, very happy. All right, that was really easy and quick to do. Now I'm just going to work on organizing some of my jars because I have to make some jam and jelly coming up here real soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these out of the box. I love organizing things. I spend most of my days cleaning, cooking, washing, and organizing. It's simple goals in life, but it helps get you up in the morning and keeps you going through the day. It's always hanging up the wash, putting the wash away. No matter if you have a family of 10 or a family of 2, there's always things that need to be done. And now I'm just organizing my potting shed and taking a look in my greenhouse and seeing the things that I still need to plant. I like to grow things almost all year round. So what you're seeing is perennials, and these will be going out into the garden sometime this week. Oh, I just hope we have some rain. We desperately need a little rain. I've been a Scrooge when it comes to water in the rain barrels because I know they have to stretch. And that's why I only use the water just for things that are essential. While some of my garden is burning up, some of the items are staying really nice because I've been watering them very frugally. With the lack of rain, my roses didn't do as well as other years, but I'm deheading all of them in hopes and in a prayer that they will rebloom this fall. After we get some rain, of course. I was able to get quite a bit. It's just they weren't showstoppers like they normally are. But I try my best, even when it fights against nature. So I cleaned this out, swept it out really good. I have my herbal house all fixed up nice now. That's cleaned up. We harvested the onions, and I'm gonna say goodbye to all of you. This is gonna be a very short video just to show you what I was working on this morning. I have to deadhead all of my roses, and I also have to water some of my plants. So what I like to do is, all the plants are in the garden except for now I start my perennials, and I start them, and then in the fall I can go ahead and plant them. So while I'm sitting here, I might as well show you what I have started. It takes 2 years for perennials to flower, so you want to start the seeds the year before. So I will be growing perennial seeds all summer, and then that will go into the garden this fall, and then that will be flowers next year. So I'll just show you really quick what's going on in the greenhouse. My greenhouse pretty much is all year round. Then when these get a little bit bigger, I will be able to plant these outside. Everyone, I want to take a moment just to share with you this book. A subscriber of ours here on the Homestead Tessie channel just wrote a book. Now, if you remember way back a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I shared with her mother. Now, her mother is no longer living, but Jude Todd created her own book to finish out. I think her mom started this book and she finished it. I will share with you the website. You can buy this book on Amazon and where books are sold. This is a detailed instructions on how to use different herbs for different ailments. And it's a very comprehensive book. Herbs for early winter, liver remedies. It's all kinds of remedies and things about just making your own herbal medicines. So what I'm going to do is I will share with you in the link. And also you'll be seeing some upcoming videos of me using this book. Well, my friends, another week is over. It's hard to believe that we are in the end of July already. My goodness, how time flies by. Soon the snow will be flying and the weather will be cold and all of this heat will be a distant memory. Until then, I try to cope with the heat like pretty much everyone else is doing, and just trying to use the best of my ability to do all of the things that I can do. With this dry weather, it sure is putting a little bit of a wrench in all of my plans, but you know what? I'm so thankful that we haven't had bad storms this year. There's always a silver lining in that cloud. It just sometimes it takes a little longer to find it.